Okay, this was going to be my part two for the Pineapple Show review, specifically on the episode with Tyler Bellis-World. Um, I decided not to do it because, one, the show is, to give you a rundown of what the show is it's pretty much where a bunch of dudes come on to get rejected, and then after getting rejected from all the female participants, then they come back to the next show and then practically go through the same process over and over again until either one, they get tired of getting rejected and then they stop participating, stop coming on the show, and then the end. That's practically what you got. And with a little mix of people then having the ability to pineapple as well, the commenters. Melly, to give you a little rundown, is that your show, I think you should kind of maybe fade away from it being a dating show, quote unquote dating show, because I see no dating going on. There's really no dating at all happening from your show. You might want to kind of relabel it as maybe a entertainment show, or maybe just a talk show where you have dudes getting the opportunity to talk to IG models that normally wouldn't be able to talk to them, because a lot of them are not dealing in their circles, or even giving these type dudes the opportunity, let alone chance, to even come around them or be around them for more than 5 seconds or less. So yeah, you probably want to kind of relabel it as maybe a talk show or just a straight up entertainment show. Next, I'm going to talk about the audience. Now, the audience, your audience is, it's a bunch of different things. The live audience, I'm hearing, is a bunch of dudes and chicks that they want to go on there and clown. They're clowning away in the comment section, and they're disputing if they like the female or not. Of course, you got a lot of dudes who are just, like orbiters around the female. They like every single female that goes on there, regardless if any of them choose any of the dudes or even choose them. Some who then go back into the comment after participating. So your comment section is wild, especially your after the playback comments. I look at some of those and I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, a lot of these dudes seem like they thirsty. They thirsty and they ain't gonna get it. They basically sound like orbiters in the comment section. But yeah, you got that. And then with your guests, your female guests, I would tell you to tell all your female guests to don't look at the comments, because it has a big influence on their quote unquote decision on saying if they like the dude or the participant that they're talking to. If the dude then is called like a bucktooth beaver, then all of a sudden she sees that in the comments. The next thing you know, while she's talking to this dude, all she can think about is bucktooth beaver in the back of her head every time she look at him, and now she's put off. As you can see, females can dislike you for just wearing the wrong shoes, and now they don't like you anymore, which is stupid as fuck. But yeah, it's the same with the comment section. So a lot of the people in the comments, of course, you can't control them. A lot of people in the comments can basically throw every motherfucking participant's game off just by saying anything that will make that female guest then say, man, I don't like this person now. So ultimately, tell your female guests, don't look at the comments. I was going to say to the donators who donate and do the pineapple, y'all just been messing up the flow of the show. Well, not really, but sometimes you do. Sometimes y'all are, not most of the times y'all are haters sometimes. Sometimes you're on point with pineapple and people, but most of the times you're not. That goes for the known, people, which is Grayson, which he pineapples a lot of motherfucker hating sometimes, and sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not. Then you got No Chill Gil, which now that I found out that he's a ball player, he's nowhere in the category of average men. So, like I said, his brain wave on relationship is different from ours. And sometimes he should just take a back seat, but most of the times he's taking a back seat. So that's why I don't really have much to say on him, because he's really not trying to put a wrench in people's games. And then there's another one who has the whole white dude's face. I think it's Steve Jobs or something, and I already know it's a white dude because most of his comments are based off of some white thing and him saying something related to, oh, you don't like white dudes. I'm like, dude, stop. Like, really? Why aren't you over there trying to get some white girls? You telling all the white girls that they ugly and you prefer our black females, even the mixed ones, because you constantly over here doing some pineapple and saying some bullshit. Like, you said something BWC or some shit like that, and I'm like, the fuck? Like, what the fuck does that mean? And so other outlandish shit, I'm like, okay, whatever. But yeah, that's all I gotta really say to the audience is, Melly, if you gonna have the audience in it, kind of keep the females from seeing the comments, because it throws a lot of the participant games off, even though some of them don't really have much to say. But yeah. Now for the female guest, it's gonna have to change. We know that this show is not a dating show at this point. For the ones who've been dedicated to the Pineapple Show for the amount of episodes that she's had, she's almost approaching 200 now, there has been no dating. So at this point, y'all females who are getting invited on, y'all gonna have to be more interesting. You gonna have to kind of spruce it up, something, do something, say something interesting, or be more involved, or talk about more things, because at this point now y'all are also fucking, you don't have to entertain as well, because you're too dry. A lot of y'all are dry and boring, relying on the dude to entertain and whatnot. At this point, it's like, y'all need to start entertaining. We already know that you're not gonna be getting with any of the people who participating, so y'all need to kind of start sprucing up things, being entertaining. For the male participants who are trying to shoot their shot at these females, at this point, y'all should realize that in order to get with them, you're gonna either have to be famous, the No Chill Guild dude who's an NBA player, or you're gonna have to be a YouTuber, an influencer, like I said back in the old video, MTR, in order to get with any of these females. Like I said, Melly, she proved it, that she only gonna be entertaining dudes who are either in those categories. And if you ain't in that category, then the only other category that you have an opportunity to get with these girls is being rich. You can either be hood rich, meaning you making that dirty money or you making that fast money, or you can be rich, which you're making that dirty money, or you're making that, oh, I got a couple businesses, I got my own shit going on that's making me a lot of money type shit. So you're gonna have to be those where you don't really have a celeb or fame like that, but you can then slide in the DMs and then show her that, hey, you gotta say something really good to get her to look at it. And then from there, she sees your lifestyle, and then that's when she says, "Oh, I want to be a part of that." Now you'll either become the sugar daddy or the trick daddy, whatever. But now you got her, so that's the only way you're gonna either get with any of these IG models that Melly brings on, or you're gonna have to have some networking skills, and that networking skill has to be something on a larger scale or close to a larger scale where she's gonna be able to use you to then get bigger. That's it. The game about this is they want to use you, so you're gonna have to show them that you can get used. Sadly. Last thing, these dating shows, I'm tired of them because they're literally saying it's really like a record player on repeat over and over. We're getting the same shit over and over, and nothing is changing. Females are not changing. Dudes are trying to make the change, but it's not working. And like I said, with any dude who's trying to make a change and do better, improve himself, that stuff will fail if he's not getting the female sexual attention that he wants, or getting any at all. Eventually it will fail regardless. You can listen to all these YouTubers who have these dating shit shows or these relationship shows, and all I can say is all they say is bull, because it doesn't work. This is why we have so many men that are single, don't have sexual outlet, because females don't give a fuck. Literally, they don't care if you don't get sex. They don't care. And men, you gonna have to start doing something where you gonna say, I don't care if you don't get male attention, or I don't care if you need help type situation. You gonna have to do the reverse. Since they know we need sexual access, you gonna have to do the reverse for them. Because at this point, all these dating shows are literally saying the same shit over and over. We already know the answer, and nobody's pulling. And of course, females are getting worse. So it's not gonna happen. So unless there is some drastic change that forces females to then have to go back to the ways of when they would get with men who just had a 9 to 5 and accept them and want to be with them, nothing's gonna change. So at this point, I'm tired of watching dating shows, and this is the last time I'm reviewing the Pineapple. But yeah, that's it.
All the black men on there still want to be with black women. They don't want to date